Hello everybody, this is NextAs bringing another cast from the r/cast subreddit, and it has been a while since we've talked. I want to get this going right away because we have not gotten to talk for a while and I have missed you guys. So let's see what we got here. This is a diamond match on Tal'darim altar, brought to you again from the r/cast subreddit. That is the wrong key I'm looking for. There we go. In the bottom left hand corner of the map, we have our red Zerg player, Peanutphobia. And in the bottom right hand corner of the map, not cross-spawned at all, EsGMik. Mickey. Sorry. He is our blue Protoss player. So, Tal'darim Altar is a okay map. I have it vetoed because I do not like this third position right here. It is impossibly hard to take, or annoying. It's not impossible, it's just annoying to take as a Zerg player. We do see Peanutphobia going for 10-10. I'd like to see exactly. Oh, he did. There we go. Okay. I just did not have the production tab taken up, and that is not a good way to start this cast. We see them both scanning counterclockwise. So ESG is going to be searching up in this top right hand corner first, and he will be wrong. It looks like Peanut sending his Overlord over here to the bottom right hand, where he will pick up on ESG. Nothing too out of the ordinary yet, though. We have 15, so we're probably going to be seeing 15 hatch right here. There it comes right now. Very standard, very normal. Although against Protoss, he's probably going to be going roaches early so that he can get that nice attack boost that can rip through a nice Protoss army really easily. But we're not sure yet. Let's just enjoy the game and see how it goes. Like I said, I am a bit rusty. It's been at least a week since I gave you another cast. You're going to see ESG going up to this top left hand corner now and being wrong once again, narrowing it down and knowing that his opponent's only going to be in this bottom left hand corner. Now Peanut did not send out a scout except for this Overlord that's going to pick up on this expansion here. And this was not even a Forge fast expand. This was a Nexus first build. Now that is very dangerous for this Protoss player. There's the Forge finally, but if Peanut was going for a quick spawning pool, which he got a decently quick spawning pool, but had he gone for a quicker one, he could have punished this very easily and easily ripped straight through ESG's defenses. There is the gateway finally. So, pretty standard build so far, although I don't see a lot of Nexus firsts lately. They normally do Forge fast expands or even a gateway first. There's that pro finally getting in, seeing the spawning pool is almost complete, seeing that this expansion is almost complete. He's going to know that he is going to be safe for the time being. I don't know where he's going with this pro. It looks like he's probably going to be throwing down a proxy pylon soon. We do have a third base startup here for Peanutphobia, and ESG is going to scout that, which is great on his part because he's getting wind very early that Peanut has gone fast 3 base. 4.5 minutes. I normally don't even have my third base up by then. Then again, I'm more of a 2 base all-in kind of guy. Now Peanut is doing the smart thing and pulling this Overlord out before he can risk losing it, although the cybernetics core is long from being built. Now, did Peanut see the cybernetics core going up? There's a question. He did not, so he doesn't even know the cybernetics core is coming up just yet. His third base is going to be done very shortly, though. He is missing a few injects here and there, but well, I'm not going to begrudge him that. These Zerglings are going to try and get rid of this annoying scouting probe before he can throw a proxy pylon down, which is very smart. Because with this cybernetics core coming up, we will be seeing Warp Gate immediately after that. So great timing. He was watching for that cybernetics core to finish up. He is not worried about supply at all. He's putting up plenty of pylons. But otherwise, we have not seen any attacking units out of either of these players. Right now, we have 28 to 21 worker count with our Zerg far behind on that, especially at 3 base. He wants to be in the lead on that. But he does have at least 5 more coming up right now, so that should even out pretty shortly. He's only going Zerglings right now. He hasn't set down any other production building, which is not a good thing. He should have had a Roach Warren up by now. This is going to hurt if he does not do it right. But he does have a nice amount of map control. Look at this Overlord position. He is watching pretty much every little spot, trying to spread it out. Not worried about creep at all, but which he should be. He should be trying to connect that creep from his third to his second and his second to his first. The second to first needs to be connected just because it's easier to get your queens back and forth. Now there's that layer tech coming up before anything else, so he's skipping everything else on the lower level. He's ignoring roaches completely. He does have these zerglings out here, and of course ESG is going to see that they're hiding over there, and he's prepared for the attack. There's 2 sentries out and a photon cannon. So he's going to be pretty okay if these zerglings try and come running in. I believe that they'll be able to... that might be blocked off, but they'll probably be able to get in. And I was wrong. They cannot. That pylon is a full wall off, so these zerglings are going to be attacking nothing as they go out, trying to find a way in. But this is a completely walled off area, which means I'm very surprised that he's not going for a air build. Actually, starports, or I don't even know what Protos's star build is. What is it? That's not it. Stargate. I'm surprised he did not go for a Stargate style build, but he's going for a Twilight Council instead. We do have 2 Evo chambers coming up, a Roach Warren and an Infestation Pit back on the Zerg side of the field. So he's finally increasing what he's building. He hasn't started any upgrades in these 2 guys yet. He is getting that metabolic boost about now, and he is now just getting his Zerg missile attacks and Zerg ground carapace 1. So he's probably going to be on heavy infestors, which, like I said, it's a pretty odd build because the majority of people do decide against a Protoss to go for roaches, and that is why I'm assuming that ESG is going to be getting out a bunch of these immortals, because immortals just tear straight through roaches, and there are 9 roaches now, so a couple of immortals will be able to take care of them pretty easily. Now that is a lot of pylons. He does not want to be supply blocked anytime soon. Smart decision. Finally the weekend. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited about the weekend. Well, my weekend came a little bit quicker than your guys, only because I'm on the other side of the world. We do have that pathogen glands being researched and glial reconstitution. So he is actually going heavy on the upgrades now and going straight into hive tech. So we'll probably be seeing some ultralisks. And that actually is fun. He is starting to bank up some of his minerals and gas. He's going to need a lot more gas if he wants to build a bunch of ultralisks. But otherwise, this has been a very passive game. We do have a Phoenix hallucination in here scouting all of this. He can see all. He sees the hive coming up. He knows something's up. But otherwise, this guy is just getting all the scouting information he needs. We do have a 4th base coming up, and this is not the logical 4th base progression. Heck, this right here is where the logical 4th base is. But we have where the 3rd base should be finally getting these rocks good so he can put down another base here. And he's going to need as much gas as he can get. Now look at this. He's making sure that this 4th base is not going to be able to be taken right away by dropping that creep down. Although, again, this is the logical 3rd base position. We have a warp prism coming in for our Protoss player. And see right here, these stalkers like, hey, why are you putting creep on my ground? That creep is blocking my area. Poor Protoss. But he walled himself in. He's gonna have to. There he goes. He attacks this, breaks the wall, and he is moving this nice composition army out. He has no zealots though. So it'll be interesting to see how this works against this decently mixed army. Looks like we have some neural parasite being researched. Huh. He's up to hive tech and he did not go for ultralisk then. I am curious. This is a decent composition army, but I'm not sure how it's gonna fare against this army of the Protoss. ESG does wow, that is my apologies, I moved my mouse in the wrong direction. He's moving on and he's taking out he's looking for anything that Peanut has around the map, and there is a nice warp in right there. So he is going to be trying to flank Peanut right here, because Peanut's expecting him to come up this ramp, and this attack from behind is going to end pretty poorly for Peanut if he is not ready for it. Now, ESG expected the base to be here, so he's wondering where that third base is. He knows, well, fourth base I should say, because he has already scouted this base up here. Another nice warping coming in from the ESG is building up his army. He has a major striking force right now, and this is going to be a great attack. Here he goes, he's coming from behind, and Peanut has not even done anything yet. He's finally moving his army into position, and let's see how this plays out for him, because these infestors are not... There we go, there's a nice... I'm sorry, that's a nice bundle right there. But these are excellent force fields, blocking them off completely, and this army is just being torn to shreds. They are 1-1-2-0-2 of the profile player, and they got ripped through very quickly. Another great set of force fields. These infestors are going to go down very quickly if they are not careful. They threw another great fungal growth down, but they are just ripped through completely. Peanut does not have much of an army left, and if he is not careful, this could spell the end of the game for him, because this attack is going to keep hitting. ESG is throwing another round of warpins, and he is trying to get 2-2 up for Peanutphobia, but I do not know how he's going to survive this with this constant barrage of attacks. He's trying to bring in more roaches to tear through these guys, and he is trying to focus fire down these immortals, but this guy survives with just 11 health. Those shields are going to start to regenerate before any new creatures can get here. 16 more roaches are just about to pop, and that is a bad rally point. Those were on a move command and just got torn to pieces as they were trying to move in full position to attack. And ESG is just tearing through our third player, and this does not look good for Peanut. I hope he can pull this back though, because otherwise this is going to spell the end of this game. There is a big warping of zealots coming in. Peanut is trying to bring in more roaches, but he needs to mix it up a bit. He needs more things than just roaches. 21 more roaches just popped, and they are waiting in the base right here for the attack. They are now 2-2, so they stand a slightly better chance, but they need to focus fire these immortals down. Otherwise, these immortals are just going to tear through them like they have them. There goes one of them. There's just one left, and he is getting a decent surround on ESG as his roaches are coming from all angles. 4 changes have been thrown down, so Peanut's been able to watch his army just a little bit, and that is another bad rally point from Peanutphobia. These roaches are trying to just, I don't know where they're running, but they are running in the wrong way. Oh, he is trying to send his army into ESG's base. He's given up attacking this army back at his base, and that is not the option he should be going for right now. The War Prism has moved into the main base of Peanutphobia, and another round of Zealots has come in to tear down these Roach Warrens and all of his production buildings. These roaches are going to try and do some damage, but with this big army just wiping out his base, I do not think Peanutphobia is going to be able to survive this. He's quickly trying to throw down as many production buildings in his other bases as possible while he still can. But with this army coming back to protect the main base, I'm pretty sure ESG is going to be able to clean this up rather quickly on 2 bases, that is, to the 4 bases of Peanut, 3 bases now of Peanutphobia, almost 2. Now Peanut is not attacking what he should be attacking. He was focused on this Nexus, and that it may spell the end of these roaches if he does not quickly start focus firing all these stalkers and this one immortal down. He should focus right on this immortal, and that is going to go down. But with only 3 roaches left, this is pretty much game for him. 3 infestors did pop, and they were going into a bad rally, but that would have spelled the end of them as well. You have to hand it to Peanut. He is not giving up, even with this giant attack. There are 22 roaches just about to pop. And this is, like I said, this is another bad rally that's probably going to have them take off as they spawn. But with that Glide Weird Constitution, they do have that extra speed, and they are going to try and escape. 3 of them will sacrifice themselves to hold off the rest of the army while the rest escape. And this is just an excellent game. ESG does have Peanutphobia on the run, but Peanut is trying with everything he has. These infestors have done nothing though, and just got destroyed in the process. Now this immortal here needs to be picked off. There we go. And these roaches are going to do their best to try and get rid of the rest of this army, and they may be able to clean it up. But with this extra, wow, that's not the right place. With these extra stalkers here coming in, it is going to be cleaned up on Peanutphobia's part. We are actually very close on supply, 99 to 76 in favor of ESG. All these roaches could turn around and try and attack, but at this point it may be just a waste of the resources. The main base has been completely cleaned up, and Peanut is only on a roach war now. He does not even have a spawning pool, so he's only able to produce roaches, and he can only hope that that will be enough. ESG is throwing up another robotics, well, he was going to throw up another one. I guess he changed his mind, he put down a Nexus instead. And this army right here is just waiting. Now look at that, he is taking the natural third of Peanutphobia and saying, hey, I'm going to take this. This is basically him gloating, saying, I'm going to win. But Peanutphobia has pulled ahead on supply, so he does have a lot of roaches, 2 roaches at that, to the 0-2 of the Protoss player. And he could still come back with this. Unless, of course, ESG decides to go air randomly. Now look at this. ESG is throwing just Nexuses everywhere. He does have that third base, a fourth base coming up right now. Although his main has been pretty much mined out except for 120 minutes. But look at this. Peanut is going to try and tear through this army, and he is doing a pretty good job of it. I am not going to lie. If he micros correctly, oh no, those blink stalkers are going to be a pain to handle. But if he micros correctly, he still is in this game. He's going to need more than just roaches though, or he's going to at least have to try and do something. Let me just take a sip of my drink right here. But Peanut is going to have to clean up this entire field, and he is unaware of this base and the base at his natural throw. This War Prism has just decided to chill out down here. But Peanut right now is getting his spawning pool back up, so he can start building other forces. We do have one immortal coming up, and we do have a nice force for ESG back at his base. He's not too horribly worried about an attack, but he is building up just to be safe. We are getting that robotics bay up now, so we are going to be probably seeing some Colossi out on the field. God bless these probes. They are continuing to mine from this and doing a long mine. He is not even bothering to put up a new Nexus here because that's just going to be a waste of minerals. Now Peanut is going to move out with these forces. It looks like he's probably going to come over to this base right here and find it. He has to expect something up since ESG has not gone from a third base, and he is moving in. This base is going to get wiped out really quickly before any army can get over here. Now ESG is going to move on and say, hey, that is my base, I need that. But he may just give up on it while he's ahead. Although he does know where his opponent's army is, so he may try and corner him. And here comes that big army, and Peanut needs to get them off of the move command and start attacking. Great force field by ESG, but with this giant surround, it looks like Peanut is going to clean this up. Peanut actually is still in this game. He's going to wipe out this force, and he can easily push in right now. He does have a third base finally coming up at that secondary area, and Peanut just needs to push right now because ESG has absolutely nothing. He has one immortal and a Colossi coming up, and then he does have a Warfin of Zealots at the well, one of the bases of Peanut. I really can't say that's a natural, but these roaches right here are going to clean it up. There we go. There is the GG by ESG, and that is, wow, Peanut came out of nowhere. I can't believe it either, ESG. That was excellent play on Peanut's part. He came out of nowhere and was able to secure this game with excellent play. Those upgrades did a hell of a lot of work. He's going to push in here and wipe through the rest of this base before ESG leaves. And there goes ESG. That was just a spectacular game on both players' parts. Had I lost my main base, I probably would have just GG'd myself. But ESG Peanut had still worked with it. He did a great job of keeping his calm, moving in, and delivering that death blow. Now, I am Nexaz, and if you like this video, you of course comment and like it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel here. You can always follow me on Twitter at Nexaz1 or see me on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/Nexaz. If you want to submit your own video to be casted, you can always check the r/casted subreddit. Or if you want to try your hand at casting, you can go there as well. You guys have a great night. I'm probably going to try and get a few more casts done.